And I may say I think the same, not even love should rank above true friendship's name.
Then free me, mind the blame, forget your craze and go your ways in friendship's name. In friendship's name. For many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank, and fame, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded all promised God.
Except for friendship, all the same. Sacrifice to God in vain. Accept this sacrifice to God,
Love, unrequited, robs me of my rest. Love, hopeless love, my ardent soul encumbers. Love, nightmare-like, lies heavy on me chest, and weaves itself into my midnight slumber. When you're lying awake with a dismal headache and reposes tempered by anxiety, I conceive you may use any language you choose to indulge in without impropriety. For your brain is on fire, the bedclothes conspire, unusual slumber to plunder you. As your counterpane goes and uncovers your toes, she slips demurely from under you. When the blanketing tingles you feel like mixed pickles so terribly sharp as the prigging. In your heart and you're crossing a tunnel and tossed to the nothing twixt you and the ticking. And the bedclothes all creep to the ground in a heap, and you pick them all up in a tangle. Next your pillow resigns and politely declines to remain in its usual angle. When you get some repose in the form of a dose with hot eyeballs and head ever aching, and your slumbering teams of such horrible dreams, you very much better be waking. For you dream you are crossing the channel and tossing about in a steamer from Harwich, which is something between a large bathing machine and a very small second-class carriage. And you're giving a treat in the ice and cold meat to a party of friends and relations. They're a ravenous horde and they all come on home from Sloan's Meadows authenticated stations. And now on that journey you'll find your attorney who started that morning from Devon. He's a bit undersized, but you don't feel surprised when he tells you he's only 11. Well, you're driving like that with a singular lad. By and by the ship's now a four-wheeler. And you're playing round games and he calls you bad names. You tell him that time's been a dealer. But things have got stand, so you throw up your hands and you find you're as cold as an icicle. In your shirt and your socks, the black silver gold cross, because it sounds very plain on the bicycle. And he and the crew are on bicycles too, which they somehow or other invested in. And he's telling the tars or the particulars of a company he's interested in. It's a scheme of devices to get at low prices, all good from combinations to cables, which tickle the sailors by treating retailers as though they were all vegetables. You get a good space when you got a small train to bust him off his boots with a boot train. And his legs will take root in his fingers will shoot in the blossom and bud like a fruit tree. From the green rose of tree you get grapes and green, cauliflower, pineapple and cranberries. All the peaches with plant, cherry plant, apple plant, apple puffs and grape balls and blackberries. The shares are a penny and ever so many. taken by Rothschild and Mary. Just as a few are allotted to you, you await with a shot of despairing. You're a regular rap with a cricket, you're making your wonder, you're snoring, your head's on the floor, your needles and pins, your cells, your drinks, your flesh is a grip, your left leg is slip, lift dropping your toes to the fly in your nose, so plop on your mouth in a big restaurant, that thirst contains the generous sense, which you have in this living clover. But the darkness is past, and it's daylight at last, and the night has been long, ditto, lights on, and thank goodness they're both of them over.
I am much distressed to see your lordship in this condition.
Oh, my lords, it is seldom that the Lord Chancellor has reason to envy the position of another, but I am free to confess that I would rather be 2 earls engaged to Phyllis than any other half-dozen noblemen upon the face of the globe.
Yes, it's an enviable position when you're the only one.
Oh yes, no doubt most enviable. At the same time, seeing you thus, we naturally say to ourselves, this is very sad. His lordship is constitutionally as blithe as a bird. He trills upon the bench like a thing of song and gladness. His series of judgments in F-sharp minor, given andante in 6/8 time, are among the most remarkable effects ever produced in a court of chancery. He is, perhaps, the only living instance of a judge whose decrees have received the honor of a double encore. How can we bring ourselves to do that, which would deprive the Court of Chancery of one of its most attractive features?
I feel the force of your remarks, but I have your incapacities, and they clash, my lords, they clash. I think we agreed to say that in declining to entertain my last application to myself, I presume to address myself in terms which render it impossible ever to apply to myself again. It was most painful scene, my lords, most painful.
This is what it is to have 2 capacities. Let us be thankful that we are persons of no capacity whatever.
Come. You are a very just and kindly old gentleman, and you need have no hesitation in approaching yourself, so that you do so respectfully and with a proper show of deference.
You really think so?
I do.
Well then, I will nerve myself to another effort, and if that fails, I resign myself to my fate.
If you go in, you're sure to win. Yours will be the charming maid. Be your law, the ancient song. Fate has never won the lady. Never, fate has never won the lady. Every journey has an end, where the worst affairs will mend. You're the dawn when day is night. Hustle your horse and then say die.
He who shies at such a prize is not worth a man. Revere be so kind to bear in mind fate has never won fair lady. Never, fate has never won fair lady. When the sun shines, make your hay. Where a will is, there's a way. We're the lion in his lair. None of the brave deserve the fair.
I'll take part and make a start, though I fear the prospect shame. Much I'd spend to gain my end. Fate not ever won a fair lady. Never, fate has never won fair lady. fear a prospect shady, much I spend to gain my end. Fate has never won the lady, never, never, never. Fate has never won the lady. Nothing mention, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round. Nothing mention, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round. I'll take off and make a start, though I fear the prospect shady. Much I spend to gain my end. Fate has never won fair lady. Never, never, never. Fate has never won fair lady. Nothing tension, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round. Nothing tension, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round.
I suppose one ought to enjoy oneself in Parliament when one needs both parties, as I do. But I'm miserable. Poor broken-hearted fool that I am. Oh, Phyllis. Phyllis.
Yes?
Phyllis! But I suppose I should say, my lady. I have not yet been informed which title your ladyship has pleased to select.
I haven't quite decided. You see, I have no mother to advise me.
No, I do.
Yes, a young mother.
Not very. A couple of centuries or so.
Oh, she wears well.
She does. She's a fairy.
I beg your pardon. A what?
Oh, I've no longer any reason to conceal the fact. She's a fairy.
A fairy? Well, but that would account for a good many things. Then I suppose you're a fairy?
I'm half a fairy.
Which half?
The upper half, down to the waistcoat.
Dear me. There's nothing to show it.
Don't do that.
But why didn't you tell me this before?
I thought you would take a dislike to me, but as it's all off, you may as well know the truth. I'm only half a mortal.
But I'd rather have half a mortal I do love than half a dozen I don't.
Oh, I think not. Go to your half dozen.
It's only two, and I hate them. Please, forgive me.
I don't think I ought to. Besides, all sorts of difficulties will arise. You know, my grandmother looks just as young as my mother. So do all my aunts.
I quite understand. Whenever I see you kissing a very young lady, I shall assume it's an elderly relative.
Then Phyllis, I think we're going to be very happy.
We won't wait long.
No, we might change our minds. We'll get married first.
And change our minds afterwards.
That's the usual course. If we're weak enough to tarry ere we marry, you and I, of the feeling I inspire, you may tire by and by. For kids with flowing coffers bless their offers, that is why I'm sure we should not tarry ere we marry, you and I.
If we're weak enough to tarry ere we marry, you and I, if we're more attractive, we'll do a lady glorify. If by Parliament.